So we've now published on probably every area from gun control to racism, gender, certainly masses of stuff on education. So we have three divisions: people and the planet, people and social policy, and then the third one is imagination and the human spirit. And so one of the novels, Rosie's Umbrella, which is set on the Garn and in Boston, is under that imagination and the human spirit. And the last novel I wrote, Split Second Solution, is set in the Upper West Side in 2022. And for me, it's another way of talking about the work that I'm about to talk about here, is alerting people to how close we are to a step change and how close to a cataclysmic disaster we are. But it's also, that particular book is a lot of fun because death is a character, eternity is a character. Death often is a cat who is female, so we changed death. You think of the wraith, very, very male, but here she's mostly a cat. Although she does sometimes like to look like David Bowie and sometimes Lady Gaga. Oh, and a bat that she hangs upside down, and she's got red glittery shoes. But she's totally neurotic, and she can't stand people dying, which is a really hard thing because she's death. So I've really played with characters, but there's actually an underlying message. And there is the Ginger Tom, who it was actually before he's the president, but it was before Trump came to power. But he's very Trumpian. So what I've tried to do is to take some very serious work, play with the genre. It really is punk fiction, or weird fiction as they call it, and play with characters in ways where there is a very basic humanity. The words "Me Too" are there. It starts with a young woman she would be a dreamer, who is caught and is about to be raped, and she jumps into the Hudson, and in her last second of life, death saves her. And so the entire novel takes place in that last split second of her life, and they need to find a resolution to not only for her to live, but also to the problem that is taking place. So there's a youth uprising in it. There's Me Too. There's Time's Up. Redaction of knowledge. You can just list off all the things that went into the novel.